Have you ever felt as though you could do anything? Well, now you can.
Are you under the naive presumption that you can do anything?
I think.
Well, now you can.
See, can defend you from possible attack. Help me!
Are you unable to feel the weight of your actions? Well, now you can.
Am I playing? You can go ahead. Your friend on the go.
And if you act fast, you can finally get our TV remote that turns off any cameras in the distance.
Thank you, Isabella and Josh, for that amazing opening segment. What's up, IA? I'm Nicholas Tucker, and today is Thursday, May 9th. As a quick reminder, tomorrow is the IA Showcase Prep Day and the deadline for all FVS course assignments. Don't forget to turn in your work. As for seniors, senior clearance will also take place on the same day from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now, here's Derek Liu and Ethan Tran on It's Science.
Hey guys, it's me Derek. It's me Ethan. We're here with It's Science. Today, we'll be seeing how many paper clips can fit into this little cup when it's filled with water. How many do you think we can fit, Ethan? I think we can fit like 25 or 30, you know? So right now, we're going to fill this cup to the brim. Right now, we're gonna start putting in the paper clips. Right here, we have 31 chains of 5. That's about 155 paper clips. Oh, there you go, it's filled out. Well, there you have it, folks, 195 paper clips.
Thank you, Derek and Ethan, for the experiment. Here at IA, there have been several events that have happened throughout the past few weeks, such as the Bring It On musical, hosted by our very own drama club. Make sure to keep in touch with their audition information for the next play, Once on an Island. Speaking of plays, here's something fun with Zachary and Christian on Fun Man on the Street.
My name is Christian, and we're currently going around the hangar interviewing different people. How would you describe salt to someone who has never had it?
I guess like it's a seasoning. It's made to make your tongue tingle, get flavor.
I would say it would be like a bitter taste in your mouth.
A white, dry substance that, when put in your mouth, will make your mouth water.
It gives it flavor, some type of flavor. So you feel something in the food, yeah, basically.
How many computers do you think are in this building?
Computers, laptops included or no?
Laptops included.
More than 1,000, definitely.
I would say I would go 5K.
Probably like over 1,000.
Tell me 3 unconventional uses for a book.
You could use it as a shield if someone's trying to like punch you.
You could use it as a phone stand.
As a, what's it called? Coaster for a drink.
Probably really good for keeping a door open. I'd like use it to keep a door open sometimes.
If you have more than one, you could use it to like lift yourself up during push-ups.
To hold down a piece of paper.
You could throw it, I guess.
And something to cover your eyes from the sun with.
Thank you, Zachary and Christian, for that amazing fun moss. Next up, how about a little bit of trivia with our hosts, Nathan and Ansh.
Welcome to Innovation Academy Trivia. Today we're going to ask a few contestants some questions and see what they answer.
The unicorn is the national animal of which country?
Ooh, the unicorn is a national. I have no clue.
What? Sweden? Russia.
Ireland?
No, that would be Scotland. Scotland.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Where were fortune cookies invented?
I'm guessing New York.
China. I want to say China.
San Francisco.
That is correct.
Wow.
In which Canadian province is it illegal to frown at cows?
I don't even know what they are.
Canadian province.
I don't know.
Quebec?
I don't know any Canadian provinces.
The bottom right one.
The answer I was looking for is Saskatchewan.
Middle
All right.
top.
Last question. Who invented vegans?
I did.
I do not want to say.
The devil.
Taylor Swift.
The answer I was looking for is Donald Watson. Donald Watson.
Ooh.
Donald Watson. Thank you for playing. This has been trivia.
Thank you, Nathan and Anj, for the amazing trivia. You know, all that trivia kind of made me hungry. I don't know why. Let's see what Eric Scherer has for us at Chef's Table.
Hello, I'm Eric Scherer, and welcome to Chef's Table. Today we're going to be making a biscotti-like cookie called Mondo bread using an old family recipe. The instructions will be on screen, so follow along if you want. Hope you enjoyed this short tutorial, and back to you.
Thank you, Eric, for the meal. Next up, we have Pretty and Brett with Teacher Feature.
Hi, I am Preeti, and for Teacher Feature, I will be interviewing Mr. Custer of the ELA department. How do you collaborate with colleagues and parents?
How do I collaborate with colleagues and parents? So that feels like two different questions in my experience. Collaborating with colleagues there's a formal way to do it and also an informal way to do it. We meet weekly in what are called the professional learning community. So I meet every week with all the AP seminar teachers, and I meet with all of the dramatic writing teachers, but that's just me. So we have these small formal groups. But we get a lot of work done there. We sort of like prepare our exams together. We make sure that we're like if anybody has a question, or if somebody's student has like a good question, and they'll ask us, and sort of a rising tide, right, lifts all vessels kind of a thing. So formally and informally. As far as parents go, there's, of course, I have an obligation to make sure that I stay in contact with parents. I think that's very important. Parents are very important stakeholder groups. But my day is filled with seeing students. So if there is a need for me to follow up with a student about their work, I might attach their parent to that email. So I don't like to blindside students with parent contact, and I also don't like to blindside parents without any prior information. Mostly it's through email and sometimes through phone call, and it's a good time, it's a fine time to deal with parents and talk with them about their expectations and what they want.
Have you traveled anywhere interesting recently?
Yes. The last summer we drove up to Maine. We drove up to Maine, my wife and I did, and we stopped in North Carolina to visit my brother and his wife and their kids, and we stopped in Pennsylvania to go look around. We went to like a dinosaur museum right off the interstate, and then we spent like a week in Maine, and it was really pretty. We camped in Acadia National Park.
Ooh.
We went to the top of Cadillac Mountain and looked out over the harbor. It was very pretty.
How do you assess student progress?
Interesting. Things related to students is that I think you have to build a relationship with students where like knowing their name, knowing what they like, knowing who they are, how they talk, how they think. And I find that standard measures of progress like exams and presentations and papers and things like that, those are always going to be great. You can always see growth over time. I think if a student is putting in the effort, they end the year, in April, around this time, their work is a lot more polished and professional. But I think the more interesting way to measure progress is to hear the complexity and richness of the conversations that students choose to have when I'm not making them talk about a thing, right? Like to hear students, not necessarily that they're talking about academic stuff, but that like before they were really focused on video games or whatever, and now they're like talking about the historical implications of video games and countries that ban video games, and like political, historical, cultural, economic, like bringing in all these, like to borrow a term from maybe similar, these lenses, right, into conversation. Remember how to read something critically or how to read something deeply, then that's what I feel like my real job is. It's skill-based and not content-based. So yeah, not necessarily how much of their like information is bleeding its way into their conversation, but like their process, right? The richness, the criticality, the give and take.
Now that was amazing to hear. Thank you, Pretty, Brett, and our chosen teacher for the teacher feature. Next up, we have Joke of the Day, hosted by Zara.
Hi, I'm Zara, and this is Joke of the Day. Where do surfers learn how to surf? Where? At boarding school. How does a penguin build its house? I don't know. It glues it together. What happens when you have a bladder infection?
What?
You're in trouble.
What? Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh.
Did you hear about the kidnapping at school?
No.
It's fine, he woke up.
Oh my god.
What are you called when you witness a burglary at an Apple store?
I don't know.
An eyewitness.
Oh.
Last but not least, we have Kyle with our own video game review.
What's up, IE? My name's Kyle Jenkins, and welcome to Game Review. Rocket League is a free-to-play game created by Psyonix. It's essentially just cars combined with soccer. It may not sound like much, but overall it's an extremely fun game. You can do things such as trade, customize, playing with friends, ranked, and more. So for the graphics, I'd give it also a 4 out of 5 because it just varies on your computer type and what you play on. You can either play it like really low or very high. For fun, I'd probably give this game a good 4 out of 5. The reason I wouldn't say it's a 5 out of 5 is because it takes a really long time to get good at the game. Now for the replayability, I'd give it a 5 out of 5. There's just like a lot of things you can do in the game. There's like ranked, there's a ton of different modes. You can play with friends, you can do almost anything. For the final score, this game gets a 13 out of 15. It's just overall a really fun game, and I would recommend you play it.
Thank you for the review, Kyle. I'll definitely play that game soon. Well, IA, that's all for today. Remember, make it a great day, or not. The choice is yours.